Hi guys, welcome back. You just read Friendship Ended Over Noodles, Rinsed in Tap Water. So the author of the story starts out with a memory from visiting France, and one of the friend's father came out with a baguette and said, I'm going to serve this even though it has that, what is that English word for me? Ants. What? You wouldn't want that on a baguette, but he served it anyways.
Extra protein.
Yeah, it's a memory that they keep until, even as many years have passed by. But in Korea, it wasn't such a funny memory when a duo of some friendship that was ended over a villainous rinsing of noodles. Now, as strange as that might sound. So in the premise of the story, the villain in the story, he invited his friend over and he was hosting one summer day, very hot, so they were going to eat bibimbap. Now, if you're not familiar with bibimbap, it's cold noodles, so noodles that have been boiled, then after 3 minutes they're taken out of the hot water and then they're rinsed with cold water. Now they add some other ingredients up top, some sliced cucumbers, a hard-boiled egg, and it's served cold. Now, when he offered to make this dish to the friend, he decided to rinse the noodles with tap water, to which the friend he was against it. The friend was like, absolutely not. Do not use tap water. Please use some other form. And so he did. But that was for the boiling. When it came to the rinsing, he went ahead and used the tap water. And that's when everything blew up. The friend got angry. It was a battle of wits and wills of, are you going against me? And the person that was invited threw a tantrum and they left. They stormed out of the apartment. They got into their taxi, they were going home, and on the way home, they even blocked the host from cacao, which is basically, you can equate it to friendship ended.
Game over.
Right, so, I mean, maybe you might think like, well, it's not such a big deal. Apparently to this person it was enough to end a relationship, but maybe was culminating over years, or it had to have been something else, because South Korea's tap water is one of the cleanest, and it has been cleaner over the years. I remember there was some time, maybe 15, 20 years ago, when it was advised not to drink from the tap water, but it has changed over time and it's very clean. So maybe this person is not up to date with their tap water news and how healthy it is. So it's wild how something as simple as rinsing your noodles with tap water can end a friendship. So.
The only thing I can think of is maybe the friend lived in a very old apartment,
right,
or a very old style villa. So the person was maybe worried about the pipes like containing like metal traces. But if they live in a modern apartment,
extra minerals, we need those.
Yeah, I don't think they had anything to worry about.
Right. Maybe they had that in their mind already.
Maybe.
About this. So have you ever been shocked by seeing somebody prepare food for you, or maybe it's in a dirty or disgusting way?
Thankfully, I've never had a situation where I've been to someone's house and seen less than sanitary conditions. Thankfully, I think my friends are all pretty cleanly. The only experience that I've really had of like something horrible was my friend and I used to go to a popular kimbap chain in Korea multiple times a week after work. It was kind of our like weekly our company outing that we would have. We would go decompress and have dinner together. And I remember one day we were eating, chatting away, and there was some Thai tourists next to us, and one of them gasped. And I was like mid like spoonful like this, and we turned to look where they were looking, and then on the wall where there's like free kimchi and radishes, there was just a cockroach walking up the wall. And I remember just like a cartoon, just like slowly putting the spoon down. And I was like, I think we need to go. I think we need to go. And I've never eaten there ever again. And we worked there for almost 3 years. And
3 years of cockroaches.
Yeah, 3 years of potential critters in that kitchen. So we never talked about it afterwards. I think it's a repressed memory that we want to forget. How about you?
For me, I like to eat from food trucks, but I've seen some very unsanitary ways of cleaning the plates, or when they would use the same rag that they would clean the tables. They'd clean the grease off of the metal and clean the plates that they'd serve your tacos in. It was really gross. Or when they'd handle the money and without wearing gloves, they'd immediately start handling the ingredients. I only let it pass for one taco truck because their tacos were delicious. So, maybe it was like, it was their touch. It was their special touch that made it delicious.
Maybe extra seasoning. Yeah. My stomach just turned a little bit.
I never got sick, so maybe it helped my immune system.
Maybe.
Tacos and germs made me strong. So expanding on the first question, have you ever gotten so angry at somebody for being a bad host in some other way?
Honestly, no. I think that every experience that I've had of going to someone's house, everyone has been really kind or courteous, and especially if we're very good friends, I don't expect their apartment to be spotless, or if there's clutter around, or if they don't offer me a glass of water, it's okay. Like I always have a soda in my bag anyway. So it depends on the friendship, but specifically for like going to someone's house, never. I've never had an experience like that. How about you?
I feel the same, because I always go with the idea in mind that it's their house, so I have to follow their rules, so I can't really get too picky or upset about something like, oh, I would never do this, or how come they didn't treat me a different way, because it is their home.
Same.
So I'm entering into their domain, so I must follow their rules.
Yes, for me, I feel more nervous that I'm making a mistake.
Exactly. They just kick you out. Bye. Well, we hope you enjoyed that article, and whether the weather may be cold or hot, why don't you try some bibimbap with your friends, and hopefully it doesn't ruin your friendship.
Wash them with distilled water.
Yeah, please. And make sure you use the vocabulary in your day-to-day, and we'll see you in the next article.
Audacity.
Audacity.
Tap water.
Tap water.
Do without.
Do without.
Faucet.
Faucet.
Battle of wills.
Battle of wills.